If you haven't heard the name, make sure you look for it. 6.6. CMA Entertainment, La Familia, the voice of power, MC Bacon, the voice of power 2022. Bino, you already know the team, you know the name. Let's get it.
Or like chatting up stupidness.
Yeah.
Or B, many people are just disappointing her all at one chance. So she's just fucking going off. So she'll go off on you, she'll go off on, you know? Because the thing is that as much as she wanted more from you, I guarantee people that were more closer to her, it's affecting her.
Look.
But anyways, her energy
Sister.
sucks. It really and truthfully, it feels like
Sis.
somebody's like slamming energy into me
Sis.
when you were talking, when she was talking.
Let me ask you a question as a female. Can you separate sex and a relationship?
Yep.
Okay. Now, here's my next question after that now. Can you separate a relationship with God from sex? Take your time, because to me...
Wait, hold on. Why the fuck would you put all three in a group?
Because, you see, I find that women who've been married are stuck in that frame that they think everything has to be this way. And
Okay,
remember the other day I was
you
listening...
cannot compare previous to...
Hold
you cannot
on a second. Hold on a second. Now, if we take the time to have discussions, and you only take the time to hear what you want to hear because it's making you feel a way. If you complain down the road about feeling a way when you should have complained right there and then,
to complain in the first place.
Exactly.
Because you weren't willing to want to fix it at the beginning.
Exactly. So, at the end of the day...
Wait, hold on. Let me get my phone. I want to hear this fucking...
At the end of the day, I've never in my life
He's here.
mixed relationship with shit. Never. So I'm not gonna do it now, in my fucking 40s. That makes no sense. I mean, like, fuck. If my dream girl even did come to me, she'd still have to be certain ways to even keep my attention, much less for me to better. Oh, how did it?
Thank you.
And I don't get it. Like, I never mix relationships. I don't fuck my friends. So I don't have no reason to mix relationships with sex. I know the difference. I know what makes me horny and hot and fucking wanna fucking do it, and I know what doesn't. And I know deep down, if I love a chick, then sex is not a problem. It's not part of the requirements of being in a relationship with me. You see what I'm saying?
If it's not a relationship, it's, a lot of things are not required.
Well,
If it didn't start off as a friendship, it's nothing.
Well, obviously
Nothing
there
is
was no
guaranteed.
friendship. That's what I'm looking at now, because at the end of the day, if someone can turn around and call you a liar 3 out of 4 times, and then now I gotta figure out how to explain myself more, makes no sense. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but you can't
that's
have,
not a happy relationship.
You can't have that. Okay, so she was in a marriage, but her expectations of people are more like if she's dealing with like they're serious in that aspect. When that's not the way it is. And even after COVID, people are not the same.
Hun, I look at it like this. You've been married once, and there's a divorce or a breakup, or you're not married now. So admit to the failure and go forward. Don't blame, don't accept blame, don't put it on yourself, don't put it on him. Put it on what it is. The relationship wasn't what it was when you got married. Period. One had certain ideas and the other one had another idea, and at the moment in time, for both of y'all convenience, y'all got married. That's the way I look at it. I'm
When
not
did
gonna.
she get divorced?
I don't remember, because at this point in time, I'm at the point where I'm trying to figure out, why do I keep running into these married or ex-married women? Like, this is what I gotta understand. Like, does it say fucking adulterer on top of my forehead or something? Like, do I scream homewrecker? Like, I like me a crazy bitch. I like me an aggressive woman. I like me a fearless chick. What I don't like is that that gets misconstrued and mixed up and ends up like a Tammy Lynn. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Where all that shit is bullshit because you're going through some fucking depression, and you're going through this, and you're going through that, and you're going through that, and you're going through all the different steps in each one of those fucking degrees of bullshit that you're going through, compared to somebody who's really living that life and knows the struggle, respects the struggle. So to me, I don't know. When it comes to a relationship, I don't find sex in a relationship to be the win all, keep all, or the debater in a relationship. I don't. What I see in a relationship is a relationship, however it's built between the two people.
Well, the thing is that I tell people over and over again, you can't force what is not there already.
Exactly.
And you can't force what is not willing to come. The thing is
True.
that if it's not established, then there's no point.
True.
So really and truthfully, if it is a certain type of thing, it is what it is. It's nothing else but it. It's what people have, what do you call it? Their expectations, their wantings.
Yeah, that framework I was talking about.
Yeah.
That
It's
framework.
a different story. But the thing is that you can't even,
Look, at the end of the day, I'm not even mad at her. I'm mad at myself for allowing myself to even get this deep. Because at the end of the day, I didn't go out of my way to fucking woo her. You know what I mean? In my brain, you're cute. Oh, you're smart too. Okay, cool. Now, all this extra stuff that's coming with that is making me look back now and be like, well, you're still cute. You're smart, but not the smart that's going to keep me intrigued. And because you can't keep me intrigued, you shouldn't throw yourself at me, because then I feel like an asshole.
But the thing is that most people don't know how to separate what the different things and different types of people in relationships and different things that people have. So the thing is that you come across certain people, and it's not everybody's going to fit into your life the same way. And a lot of people don't realize that. They have expectations that they think all of a sudden that, oh, they're going to have a happy ever after with every single person they come across. But that's not the way it is. The right type of person is going to come in your life and make it better. But it doesn't mean because someone came in your life and they weren't able to accomplish that.
True.
You know?
Good point.
It's just the point is that they were right in that for that specific reason. The thing is like some people come into your life and it's they're good for a certain amount of time and they have to go. There's a certain amount of people you have to look on it just like that analogy about the tree. Certain people are just like the leaves, the branches, and you have to find people are like the roots. But not everybody's going to be like the roots just because you want it to be. It's never like that.
True.
And you cannot go and bring your past into your present. And expect from a new person that you don't hardly know to
accept
do everything.
To accept it. That's the problem. To accept it.
But you can't go and expect them to become marriage material and all that other shit because you want it. If it's not going to swing that way, it's not going to do that. Like everybody's on a different path. And if that and getting to know people, you'll realize when people are not on the same path.
What?
Sometimes it's for business, sometimes it's for personal. But business and personal are not supposed to mix.
That is true.
And the thing too is that in this day and age, I find that we cannot, just because we support or we do so much for others, we're not going to get the same back regardless from other people. It's not going to work that way.
True.
And then on top of that, this instant freaking, I need a response instantaneously. Like nobody's on the same time frame. Nobody reacts the same fucking ways. And nobody is the same.
True. Very, very true. Hence why you're supposed to approach every relationship different. Yes, you may have the same mannerisms from the last relationship, but you're still supposed to respect the person's individuality.
Yeah.
You know?
But the thing too is that, you know, you have to take like, you know, as much as it is, you have to take consideration for your own self, but you have to take consideration for the other person too. But a lot of people don't think that.
I don't think people think that way, because
or
they give and then they complain afterwards, and then they sound like an Indian giver, and then they sound like they weren't doing it genuinely. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part of being in a relationship where I really look at it like, why even bother then?
Yeah, but the point also is that at the very get-go, when you talk at the very beginning of things, this is why that people should take words seriously. Like, if it's not serious, it's not serious.
Right.
If it can become serious, there will be talks about that. If
True.
it's not going to be talks about that, you cannot just have it in your head. And
True.
a lot of people put it in their head of it's something more than it is, and then
Yep.
they break their own heart.
Yep.
But then they get mad at the person because they broke their own heart, and they get, like, you know, ill will and vindictive and all that mean stuff and all that because they're hurt. But the thing is, they broke their own self, and so that they can't just keep on putting it in their head and like living it like, you know, a fantasy in their head that this is a possibility when necessarily it wasn't able to be a possibility in the first place. But the thing too is that you could keep a person good by your side regardless, but not in the frame of, oh my gosh, I'm going to get married to this person or blah blah blah. That person's not, maybe that person is helpful, maybe that person is, you know, could be a good friend, or this. People have to look on it on a different aspect of, like, you know, of each individual that they come in contact with. And sometimes friendships don't last.
True.
Sometimes they just don't work because people's differences and, you know, are on a different. When people are materialistic, they can't be with people that are not materialistic. Do you see what I mean?
Facts.
When people are about the single life, they can be around people that are marriage types, but the thing is that they're not going to be thinking and looking on the same way as
married people,
as single people. You see what I mean?
Of course.
So just, you know, so everybody goes through their different phases in life, and, you know, and when it comes down to it, you have to allow it to be, you know, to like dust the salt off your shoulder, like, you know what, it is what it is.
I believe in time other cures or remedies the situation.
Exactly.
Another remedies where both parties are not happy, but they're not killing each other and hating each other. Or it cures the situation where both parties get along.
But what real problem is in life is that when it comes to emotional stuff, when it comes to your emotions, your feelings, and all that stuff, it's good to feel all that stuff. But to be stuck in it, a lot of it is wasting time on the what ifs, the this or that, and getting mad at that and all this stuff. So what? At the end of the day,
it's a way of forcing communication because that's all they know.
Yeah, but it doesn't even make sense. Learn a different way.
Again,
you
that's
cannot
all they
do
know.
do the same type of
that
thing.
That would be like me
and
you
finding a
right
different
now,
outcome.
Currently asking Tammy Lynn to change her fucking ways. It ain't gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, but you cannot go you can't do the same type of patterns
You can't.
and expect a different outcome. It's going to be the same outcome. It's going to be the same block.
This. Now, all we do is allow them to go and run themselves into a wall a kabillion times, run themselves off the cliff if it comes down to it. At the end of the day, God gave us free will. God didn't give us the fucking will to fucking be controlled by other people. He gave us free will. So to me, not to justify non-monogamy and having many girlfriends and many whatever, but at the end of the day, everybody is an individual. So you respect every individual individually. That's it. And you keep going forward. Now, if you don't know how to do that, then obviously you got to change what you're doing. But I'm not here to tell you to change what you're doing because that's a waste of my time and energy. Yeah, so again, like I said, it's either results or it's a fucking cure. I mean, a remedy or a fucking cure, one of the two. So I don't like remedies. I'd rather a cure and move on. You know, prevention's better than cure. So
well, the thing is that when it comes to people in general, you got to take what it is.